Once every year, the time lass comes out of her burrow and goes to a convention. Another year has come and passed, and that means I went back to LIWHO. Now, how did I like this year? Let's find out. So, many of you probably not know that Time Lass's birthday is in October. So before I went to the convention, I did get cool stuff before then by my good friend Angel, who is always known as Zagreus. And you can find her on Facebook as the Nightingale. She's an incredible artist, incredible cosplayer. Highly recommend checking her out. So she had 2 extra 8th Doctor books, and she knows I'm trying to get into the 8th Doctor, and I absolutely love Paul, by the way. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Paul. Missed you at LIWHO this year. She gave me 2 books. Hopefully that won't be backwards when I edit this. But, looking forward to reading these. And she made my very own Dark Eyes sonic screwdriver. Ladies and gentlemen, she made this. The incredible detail on this. So when I say check out her art, I mean check out her art. Before I get into all my stuff, let's talk about the actual convention. So, I actually drove with my pal Zagreus down to LIWHO on Friday, and I dressed up as the Big Finish version of the 8th Doctor. Fortunately, I had no pictures taken of me in my costume. The only picture of me is on a panel, and my jacket is off, I have my glasses on, so basically I just look like a bespectacled Rick Grimes because of the beard I had. So that's the only thing I have. I'm sure you'll see in the future, but that's about it. But I was on a panel. It was the best and worst villains, and I felt incredibly not prepared. They talked more about villains that I wasn't too familiar with. I kept trying to bring up like Syl and the Candyman and all that stuff, but they brought up people that I was just like, I don't know who you people are. So that was great. Oh, funny thing, as Angel and I were walking into the convention, we saw Katie Manning, aka Miss Jo Grant. She was just standing there, and we talked to her, and she was fabulous. Fabulous woman, very lovely. I met her again and again throughout the convention. I got some hugs from her, even got a goodnight kiss from her, which was awesome. And if you haven't noticed already, I'm wearing the official LIWHO5 shirt. I'm also wearing a TARDIS key that I got the very last day, and a Rassilon ring I got the very last day, because I spent so much money, and you will see the fruits of that labor after the really long anecdote. It's going to be a long video. I apologize. So what did I do on Friday? I'm trying to remember all the things I did on Friday. Basically followed my friends around. Because technically I'm still new. I'm still new to all this. So I really don't know what to do with these conventions. And I still didn't attend any panels this year. Except for one, which I will get to in a moment. Who did I meet? Well, no. You know what? I basically did a lot of shopping. That whistling. Did a lot of shopping. Oh yes, I did a lot of shopping that day. And on Friday was when I officially met Elisa Stern at Dr. Puppet. A long time ago on Twitter, I put out, someone give me a dare, pretty much dare me to create a doll, a knitted doll. And she put Davros. So I'm like, I'll do Davros, and I'm going to give it to her. So I finally got a chance to give it to her. And if you've been on Twitter and you follow Dr. Puppet, you'll see a picture of my Davros doll with her Missy doll. Best. That was the best for me. I have a picture of her with my Davros doll, which I'm sure to insert here. That was the best. And she's such a sweet woman. She's the one who encouraged me to finish my first animation. And I'm still animating because of that. She's like a big inspiration to me. My first subscriber as well, which was really like, thank you, Elisa. And she answers all my questions. Very helpful woman. So I also went to the dinner that night. And boy, did I make a fool out of myself. So we did have a Modern Who guest at LIWHO this year. It was Richard Ashton. I'm so sorry. I keep mispronouncing your name. Ashton. There we go. He played Friday and a bunch of other Ice Warriors in the most recent Ice Warrior episode, Empress of Mars. And so I didn't really recognize him too much. So when I went to dinner, I was all alone. And this tall guy in like a printed shirt came over with a woman, sat down, and we started talking. Like, now, I'm not kidding, this is what I said. Now we just have to wait to see who the main person is that sits down at our table. And he's like, oh, I wonder who that's going to be. And he turns his name place card around, and I'm like, I'm so sorry I didn't recognize you. He forgave me. Thank you, sir. Very nice man. Very nice man. I wish I now knew who he was. Like, I watched more things of him, because he's a very incredible person. Very nice. Got a picture of him, with him, at the dinner, which I'm sure to insert. Yeah. Extremely tall. I stood next to him like, you're tall. I also had Andrew Beach at my table, who was one of the writers on the show. He was also a Dalek in one of the most recent episodes where in the Magician's Apprentice, I believe, with when it's just like Clara and Missy going around. He was one of those Daleks, which is also really cool. He also did an impression of Sylvester McCoy at my table, which was just like really funny. And he goes, oh, I hope Sylvester isn't here. He'll kill me if he heard that. I was like, don't worry, he left. He's not here. But he was great too. I had such a great time. I finally got to talk more with the master who was there last year, who had little Dalek Bob. So I had Dalek Bob roaming around our table, which was really cool. And there was more Daleks here this year, which I'm sure to insert. Yeah. So that was really Friday. We were dead tired. I went up early. I didn't really do much after that. Saturday came. Finally got to debut my outfit as Nobody No One, who is a villain from the Big Finish audios with Sylvester McCoy, Sophie Aldred, and the other companion, which I'm not too familiar with yet. Apologies. And it was designed by my friend Angel, aka the Nightingale, aka Jagreus. And she approved on all the little things I changed to it, and it was great. I absolutely loved it. And Saturday was when I did all my stuff. So, again, I didn't really attend any panels because I was getting pictures and autographs, like, all day. And I was giving out my gifts on Saturday as well. So I got to give my Sylvester McCoy doll to Sylvester himself. Can't show that picture. An acquaintance of mine took a picture with him and the doll in the autograph place, but you're not supposed to. So it's kind of an illegal picture, so not to cause trouble, I will not share it. I may crop them out just to show the doll, so I can have a recording, because stupid me, I didn't take pictures of any of the gifts that I gave people. The only one that was Davros, because I made that back in like January. So that was stupid of me. But I gave Ingrid Oliver my drawing, which was the Osgood invasion. I drew a bunch of Osgoods dressed as different doctors. One is Zygon, and there's Peter Capaldi and Kate Stewart in the back, like, and I'm glad she liked it. I also gave a drawing to Miss Lala Ward and Mr. John Leeson. Lala Ward's was an older-ish Romana, not from Tom Baker's era, as Lord President of Gallifrey, and there's Gallifrey in the center. And I made a canine drawing, obviously, for John Leeson, where it's canine, it says good boy, and then he says affirmative. I don't know, I liked it, it was cute. And hopefully they liked it as well. I think John liked his canine. And finally, when I was able to catch up to Katie with my drawing, I drew a picture of Jo Grant meeting Iris Wildthyme, which is her Big Finish character. That's pretty much another doctor. My friend puts it, if the doctor met Deadpool. So I really want to get those audios now. Also, such a sweet woman. I want to see everything she's in now. She's an incredible woman. Not saying everyone else wasn't incredible. They were all very nice. But, so I met some really cool people on Saturday. I met, actually met a cosplayer who dressed as Salamander from, I believe, The Enemy of the World, which is the classic episode with Troughton where he did like a double act where it was two different people. And I love seeing like esoteric characters because for God's sakes, there was a Candyman there. I love to hate the Candyman. I wrote an article of the most underappreciated villains and monsters in LIWHO5 magazine. Also, great magazine. Check them out. And Candyman got honorable mention. Because all the ones I've seen have been like humanoid versions, but it was Candyman. And that was amazing. Picture there, I'm sure. Oh, there was a Mavelle in there too, but I didn't get a chance to take a picture of her. But it's floating around Twitter. You can't miss it. It was the first time I seen a Mavelle cosplayer. So many cool cosplays this year. Which I'm sure I'll do like a little... I'm going to do like a slideshow after this so you can see all the cool stuff. And then all the cool stuff I bought. But, so speaking of pictures and whatever, well, I just bought prints. Because, I didn't get this sign because I wasn't, prepared. But I love Lala Ward and Tom Baker's outfit. It's just so cute. And then, this is the most awesome canine print I've ever seen. It's the inner workings of canine. I think that's amazing. That is like totally amazing. Oops. But I did buy an Osgood print, and I got Ingrid Oliver to sign it, which I'm so happy. But yes, I did meet her. And this is me in my Nobody No One costume with Ingrid Oliver, and oh my god. Purple eyebrows, man. So mannish. Made me look so mannish. I should have listened to my mom and wiped them off before I took all the pictures. But I also got a picture with John Leeson and Lala Ward with a canine. It's totally awesome. And then my best Doctor Who buddies in the whole entire universe is Alexis and Angel. And together we got a picture with the man himself, Sylvester McCoy, who is trying to swallow Zagreus' sword. But he was a very nice man as well. So those were the main pictures that I got. But besides that, I also got autographs. I mean, come on. So I did get Sylvester McCoy's autograph. He was like, I already showed Osgood's. I got John Leeson's autograph, which is very lovely. And Lala Ward's autograph, which is, I love her signature. It's like, wow. And if you guys know anything about Doctor Who conventions, which I'm sure you do, you're watching this, ribbons have become the new thing, and I got so many I wish I brought tape because they kept flying away. And, oh, I did tape one because this is just, like, not sticking anymore. But I did do one panel, and it was a Dr. Puppet panel. It was the premiere of episode 8. We watched episodes 1 through 7. And then the beginning that was animated so far of episode 8, and then the rest was storyboards. I'm not going to spoil anything, but the way she captured one particular character's movements, very awesome. And that's all I'm going to say. But I got more pictures taken of the puppets and everything. I took a picture with the Nardole puppet. Came out a little blurry, but like, why Nardole? Because I knitted his hat, which it wasn't brought because understandably it would fall off. But I had to take a picture with him. He was so squish. He was so squish. I loved it. And then I did not go to the Dance of Wrestling. I was pooped, so our little group of me, Angel, Alexis, and Nick, we went upstairs to their room and played Cards Against Humanity, which, oh my god, I love that game. I wish I was innocent, but I'm not. I love that game. Then Sunday came, and I dressed as the 7th Doctor, which is what I dressed as last year. But my hair seemed a little bit better at it this year, and also I bought, finally, the umbrella the first day I was there. So I went to the breakfast, and I just got a couple of more audios, and then I had to leave. But overall, it was such a great experience, and I cannot wait for next year. Definitely getting the Valiard package again. And if I make gifts for the guests, I'm definitely gonna take pictures. Still kicking myself about that. But they enjoyed it. I'm very glad. Especially Katie. She was like, oh my god, and I love the cartoony style. I'm like, I'm bad at drawing realistic people, so they all turned out cartoony anyways. Alright, so between all that, I was shopping. I was shopping my arse off. So let's see the fruits of that labor, eh? Well, I did buy 2 TARDIS mystery boxes. They were $98. Do not judge me. I did save up a bunch of money, so I'm treating myself. So a bunch of stuff came in that. But the first thing I saw was a John Pertwee mug, which I had never, ever, ever, ever going to drink out of. Probably going to put maybe my art pens in here, because I don't want to ruin it. It's so cool, especially since we couldn't get it back in the styrofoam, which is really weird. And then I got a TARDIS pillow. I'm so happy about. Now everything is kind of mixed up. A TARDIS cookie jar. Doesn't work, but whatever. An awesome temporal screwdriver. TARDIS bank. Booklight. Plushy Cybermen. Sarah Jane McCanine. Silver Nemesis Ace. Pretty rockin'. Like the boombox. Got a headlamp. Whatever. Another 4th Doctor screwdriver. Wallets. Now, while that definitely wasn't everything in both boxes, I also got a Rick and Morty mystery box, which is equally as awesome. Got a Mr. Meeseeks hat, weaponized Morty Funko Pop, and a Scary Terry mug. Love it. Now, I can't show everything, because there's a lot of little things. I got a bunch of badges. It's like a unit and a canine. I'm going to put that on my, a relatively cheap Ace bomber jacket lookalike. I'll have an Ace cosplay done in the future. I also got a bunch of pins from Pixel Who. I got all the doctors, including Jodie Whittaker. I got a K9 and Osgood, and an Ace. There we go. So that was cool too. Again, I got these. It's awesome. I also got little Rassilon earrings, just buried somewhere in there. And I got a TARDIS hat because my hair looked awful after Nobody Knew Him. Still does. Still has some purple in there, I think. But now on to the cool stuff. So I bought a heck of a lot of books at the convention. I bought an 8th Doctor book. I didn't know it was an 8th Doctor book, so my friend pointed it out. And I got a bunch of... Is that the only one? Those the only ones? Yeah. I bought some Target novelizations, which... Target novelizations, these are super rare and only for $10, which was fabulous. I also bought this from that vendor, and a Doctor Who Missing Adventure with the 6th Doctor and Perry. I mean, that's a fabulous price. That's why I love this convention. New books are $5, and this year it was someone selling old books, and it was only $10. I'm like, that's perfect. So I got the Happiness Patrol, which I had to get because I want to see how they wrote the Candyman, because I love it. The 5 Doctors, turns out it's a first edition of the 20th anniversary special, so I'm never going to sell it, but a first edition, that's pretty cool. I got Doctor Who and the Enemy of the World, because this is the one with Salamander, and The Deadly Assassin, because I really like that episode, so I want to see how it's written out. It's one thing to watch it, but to see how they go more in depth with things in a novelization form, it's really great. So I got more new books. Now this I read in the library. This is a 4th Doctor adventure, and he has no companions. If you have Time Trips, which has all the short stories in it, there is a much shorter version of this story in there, but this is the fuller version. That's why I skipped over it, because I read the full one already. But it's really good. I quite enjoyed this one. Again, very Tom Bakery and the 4th Doctor descriptions. I originally thought, oh, these are the ones with Bill, but they're not. But there's still 3 new 12th Doctor novels, so I got 3 of them. I have a love-hate relationship with Clara. Nothing against Jenna. It's just the character that was written. I got this for one reason, is the author, Una McCormick. There was a book I read called, I believe it's The King's Dragon. I could be so mistaken, but she wrote Rory's character so well. And I feel like Rory's a hard character to capture because very calm. But, so I'm like, ooh, it's her. Another Rory. Definitely gonna get it. And actually, I believe, yeah, she wrote one of the 12th Doctor books, so I want to see how she writes that as well. So I believe I found a new author. And then on the last day, ooh, I had to get this. Doctor Who Impossible Worlds. It literally goes behind the scenes of how they designed things from classic and modern to how it became reality. So, there's a lot of cool pictures in here. Maybe I'll do a separate video on that in the future, but it was great. Now, I also spent a lot on audios. So because I was getting to Nobody No One, and I heard some of them from my friend who let me borrow them, I bought 45 and Death in the Family. Now these are 2 ones with Nobody No One in them. Now oh god. Okay. Now I believe that in both ones, Nobody No One is played by 2 different people. Not quite sure. Did you know Benedict Cumberbatch is in this one? That's cool, right? But I got these. And then I got the Ronnie Elite, because this is the first one with the newly regenerated Ronnie. It's not Kate O'Mara, because she sadly passed away, so this is the new one, and I want to see how, she's introduced. And obviously you can see how much this was, but this is the Sirens of Time. This is the very first. The CD's out of print, but I finally got one. The first Big Finish Doctor Who audio. So I had to get it because I thought that was really cool. And it's a 3 Doctor one, so that's even cooler. And I also got limited edition stuff. Now, we already own Light at the End, but I wanted a special edition one because it has extra stuff, and why not? So I got the special edition of Doctor Who to Light at the End, which is actually the first audio I ever listened to. Of course, I started with a very convoluted one where you have to keep an eye on every single voice. But I also got a special edition of the 6th Doctor's Last Adventure. Now, I want to see how they send him off, because carrot juice is a terrible last line. And then, last ones, I got Classic Doctor's New Monsters, both volumes. So I'm looking forward to that. Someone recommended, I was online for, I believe, Sylvester McCoy, and I was talking to someone, and they were saying the Colin Baker story with the Jadoon was actually really good. So I'm looking forward to listening to that. And also, they kind of take esoteric modern Who villains. Like, one has the Sycorax in it, which was from the very first episode with David Tennant. I'm like, that's really off. And, what's the other one? The Rachnos. Well, everyone kind of knows the Rachnos. The giant spider lady. And the Carrionites, which is definitely out of the woodworks, which is from the Shakespeare Code, I believe. I guess 2 more things wouldn't hurt, right? They were selling Curator t-shirts. Come on, man. You have to get a Curator t-shirt while you're there. And then I also got a simple canine shirt, because I love that tin dog. Secretly hoping they would have canine slippers there this year. There it wasn't. Or at least a canine plushie. Probably end up making my own. I think I just dared myself to make a canine doll. And if I do, be sure to share that, of course. So I had a huge haul this year. Very huge haul. Definitely have a lot of reading material. I didn't even get through the other reading materials I bought from Barnes & Noble. So, oh my gosh. I actually also got this game from Barnes & Noble called Time Clash Starters. It's a starter set. Looking forward to playing that with someone. So, between all that and the videos / pictures I'm about to show you, that was LIWHO. And it was amazing. It was the best time ever. Oh, wait. So I have a few more anecdotes to share. Oh my god. Is that how long this was waiting for? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. So I was waiting for the elevator. And it opens, and there's a Jenny and Vastra cosplayers who I believe go by Jenny and Vastra if they find them on Instagram and stuff. And it's really great. And a bunch of other cosplayers, and it's all loud in there and whatever, and like I can't get in there. And suddenly, Michael Troughton, who's Patrick Troughton's son, he was at the convention this year, he just leans out of the elevator and goes, "It's a party in here," and then leans back in, and the elevator doors close. Actually, Mr. Poppin Twist created a balloon turkey leg for Michael Troughton, because if you saw Last Christmas, that's what the character kept eating throughout the entire episode. I thought that was hilarious. And then there was one where I just went in the elevator, and lo and behold, I'm standing next to John Leeson. and I'm going like this because I'm wearing so many layers or whatever. He just like leans out a little in front of me and goes, "Are you having a hot flash?" I go, "No, I'm wearing a scarf though." So that was, this is also why LIWHO is great. You can just walk around, you be in the elevator or whatever, and you just bump into them and you talk to them like normal people, which is really great. Like they don't keep them, guests, away from you. You can actually interact with them. I mean, if they prefer to interact. So I'm sure a lot of people are a bit more shy than others. But it was fabulous. It was the best time ever. And I'm having serious LIWHO withdrawals right now, which is why I made this video when I did. I also have to organize my room with all the stuff I just bought. Eek. Yes. So that was my time at LIWHO5, 5th year of it. Thank you, Ken Deep, for putting together a fabulous convention that I can just escape to, because I know I'm coming back next year. Oh yes. Cannot wait to see who the guests are next year. Can't wait to go with my friends next year. And I can't wait to see what cosplays I create for next year. I'm probably going to do 7th Doctor again. I think that's the most comfortable one, and the best one. My dad's already whispering in my ear to do my 2nd Doctor cosplay. So before I ramble on for, oh gosh, more, because I'm looking at the time stamp on, oh my gosh, I've been talking your ears off, haven't I? I've been the time lass. This was my time at LIWHO again, and see you next year for the LIWHO review, but there'll definitely be more videos in between then. And I am working on my Farewell 12. Don't worry, all my projects were done for LIWHO, so I'm now focused on my animation. Take care, guys. I am here at LIWHO, and I'm being stared down by K9. He won't stop staring at me. But I forgive him, because he's adorable. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm still being stared at by K9, and he is now passing me by. And he farted. Oh, no, wait. He's leaving me. Don't leave me!